most accurate local forecast starts now with meteorologist Brett Thackeron.
Well, we say good morning, everybody. Happy Farm Show week. Maybe you had a chance to check things out over the weekend, and it was a decent weekend. But yesterday, a little cooler. Some wind, of course, was kicking around pretty good at times yesterday. And now this morning, things have quieted down. But it's chilly again as we check out Hummelstown. Fairly quiet, though, right now. Still a little bit of a breeze in spots. Others, the winds have calmed down a bit. But it's below freezing in Lebanon. It's below freezing at Lower Dauphin High School in Hummelstown. Mercersburg Academy this morning at 30 degrees. And we have Waynesboro High School also at 30 degrees this morning. And some of us down into the 20s now. We are going to continue to see kind of clouds coalesce over the region at times today. There will be some sunshine, but it's going to mix with clouds. We'll call it a partly cloudy day. It's going to be decent enough. Temperatures should climb into the 40s, but it will continue to be breezy at times today. As Chambersburg sits right around the freezing mark, a lot of us dipping into the 20s this morning, including the capital at 29. We've got York down to 26, and Lancaster is at 27 degrees. And this is a drop from where we were just 24 hours ago by about 10 to 15 degrees. So it is colder to start this week, but I do think seasonable temperatures on the way this afternoon, highs getting into the low 40s. And yes, it is still breezy. Look at Philly, 14-mile-an-hour winds. It was breezy during the Eagles game yesterday as they took themselves out of Super Bowl contention. And you can see the current wind speeds now at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. It is going to continue to be a fairly breezy, gusty day as we take a look at Wrightsville. And temperatures later on should be as seasonable, if not a little bit above where we should be. The average high right now is 38. We should be in the low 40s. But you can see the winds are going to stay pretty healthy here into the afternoon. I think the first 2 days this week will stay a bit on the breezy side. We got to 44 yesterday, so even though it was windy and maybe it didn't feel like it, it was still mild. We did pick up a trace yesterday. We had some snow showers, some rain showers, some sleet showers, a little bit of everything at times thanks to this trough and the wind leaving. But it is still going to be breezy the next 2 days and mild. Temperatures today in the low 40s. I expect mid to upper 40s here Tuesday and Wednesday. And despite the fact it looks quiet across the country and this high is going to expand its grip on us, there will be a system that does bring us some rain, it looks like, by the middle part of the week. This evening looks good. If you have plans, you're going to be running the kids around to activities like yours truly. It's going to be fine. Temperatures will be around 40 degrees. Skies are going to be partly cloudy to mostly clear and fairly quiet here tonight. Again, a mix of clouds and sunshine throughout the day. And then tomorrow's going to start sunny. Clouds are going to work their way in and increase here as we move throughout the day on Tuesday ahead of our next system. In fact, there could even be a sprinkle Tuesday night. All right, as we move into Wednesday, and then Wednesday's going to start cloudy. It looks to me like showers will take over later in the day. Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, some rain showers here, and then we kind of stay cloudy during the day on Thursday. But it will be breezy to start the week. Winds today at about 10 to 15 miles an hour from the west, and then more of a southwest wind here on Tuesday, and that's going to take us into the upper 40s tomorrow, a pretty mild day. You can see the wind speeds there again at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. In terms of rain early this week, again, just some sprinkles Tuesday, Wednesday, some showers late in the day, probably just a tenth up to a quarter inch of rain. Again, it does not look like a big deal. Last week, we were starting to see some signals that the pattern's going to flip to a colder pattern by the end of this week and maybe the potential for a winter storm on MLK weekend. Well, that doesn't look to be the case anymore. I think it is going to get colder, but when we look at the weekend, just a trough swinging through on Sunday with a few snow showers. Otherwise, again, the weather looks remarkably quiet. Maybe some lake effect snow on Monday. After that, heading into next week, again, most of the activity stays offshore. We'll keep an eye on things, of course, for you. But right now, there still are no big storms in the forecast. And so as we look at our precipitation chances, again, Wednesday is the day with a few rain showers late. Maybe a snow shower to wrap things up on Thursday. Sunday, a few snow showers, but there's no big storms in the forecast. But the pattern does flip. After Wednesday, we go back to kind of a colder pattern. Look at the high temperatures here in the low to mid 30s, and well, 38 is the average high. We may be below that going into the second half of the month. 42 today, seasonable, partly cloudy, a nice day, and then 28 tonight, mostly clear and cold. And here are the next 7 days. Again, not too bad. Tomorrow, 47, breezy, maybe an evening sprinkle, some showers during the second half of Wednesday, Allie, and then we do get colder heading into the end of the week.
But no big MLK weekend storm.
Nope, does not look that way right now. Looks quiet.
Sounds good. Thank you, Brett. We'll be right back.